Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Season 2 Prologue of Adventures in Azeroth. Those of you who watched this on our previous channel, Backwards Compatible, may have seen Season 1, which basically entailed us visiting a load of old dungeons in Wrath of the Lich King and Burning Crusade to give you some more lore and expanded info on those areas before we reach this new expansion, Legion, coming out on the 30th of August. And you find us here in Dalaran, in front of Archmage Khadgar, after being summoned by his ghostly, spooky, phantasm-y butler guy that tends to appear annoyingly and follow you around. And I think he originally gave you a tour of Shatrath way back in Burning Crusade, and it took forever to walk you around it, and so some people in revenge have been walking him slowly around their garrisons. I am joined by Jamie, as always.
Hello.
And we're going to take you through this little pre-quest line in that apparently Blizzard are going to run a few different things on the run-up to Legion's release. So as you can see, Khadgar is quite popular, so we'll have to battle our way through the maddened crowds that keep coming to see him, because he's summoned every adventurer throughout Azeroth to come talk to him. So we're going to have a chat and see what is going on. So as soon as we move from Dalaran from one dark, gloomy land to another. So previously Dalaran was hovering over the Northrend, one of the areas over there. I can't remember which one it was. Was it Wormrest?
No, it was Crystal Song Forest or something.
That was it, yeah.
The place it was its own. Yeah, it was above its own little area, so it didn't lag out the entire zone.
Yes, the place where nothing happened. At least it's warmer here, and I must admit, being so close to Karazhan brings back many memories. How can I help? Oh, first I'm going to clone myself, and then one of these going to disappear. So, a little bit of story in here. Let's walk. Bit of roleplay. Jamie, get off your bird.
Oh.
I propose that we invite the Horde back into the Kirin Tor. To certain colleagues of this council, this will be controversial. Your presence is testimony to the valor of the Horde. To some, that may not be enough. The council is already assembled. Let's not keep them waiting. It's all these dudes here with the yellow names. So we've got Archmage Vargoth, who was subject to a quest in Burning Crusade where you could get a scepter that would summon his spirit. And he gave you quests, I think, in Zangarmarsh?
Yeah, possibly. Rings a bell.
I could be wrong. We have Archmage Carlane, Archmage Ansiram Runeweaver, Archmage Madeira, and then finally we have Lady Jaina Proudmoore.
She's a Dreadlord. Run.
She's a Dreadlord. She's a Dreadlord.
100% Dreadlord.
We don't actually know if she is or not. See, there he is. That's the sceptered version of Vargoth that you could summon with his little pointy hat on. He kind of he geared up.
Oh yeah, he's got the Tempest Regalia now, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Either that or he just bought the skin off Heroes of the Storm. I don't really know. So, we're going to ask Archmage Khadgar to start the council. This could be uncomfortable. Are you ready, Quiet Man? Or Quiet Man, as I have to put an accent in it, because someone's already called Quiet Man on this server.
Farewell, my friend.
Address the council. Stuff is happening. We don't have time to waste in meetings. The Legion is advancing and the Horde arms for battle.
No, we don't.
No, we're not. Then I'll go right to the point. For Kirin Tor to fight at full strength, we need the mages of the Horde to join our ranks. Oh, she's gonna flip. Never! Do you hear me, Khadgar? Well, you shouted it quite loudly, but also didn't actually make any noise. Jaina, we know the pain you've endured, but this is about... They obliterated Theramore, they left us to die on the broken shore. Again and again, they've proved to be monsters, cowards.
Screw you, Jaina.
I mean, to be fair, we did kind of leave them at the broken shore. I've made my case with respect. I move for a vote. Very well, but consider your choice carefully. He says, you know, he's made his case. He literally had like 2 lines of dialogue saying, I think we need them. I don't really know if it was a case well made.
It reminds me of the Robot Chicken sketch with the Jedi Council. But it's just, I thought it was just you two guys talking.
Oh, 3-2. We're back in. Yay!
You suck, Jaina.
Why are they all humans?
Well, because there's not really any high elves left. There's not many dwarf mages. And would you let gnomes be on the council?
Yeah, but like, it would be awesome to see Archmage Millhouse Manostorm rock up.
Last Mana Storm's never, ever, ever.
Look, blatantly, it's a power play by Khadgar. He's like, piss off Jaina, she'll leave, and then I can take her place. Literally.
Dead.
Brand Bronzebeard? Well, this is unexpected. Quiet man, Khadgar, thank God Forge I found you. You won't believe it. My brother Magni's back. You should be reading this, actually, because they're Scottish, aren't they?
I'm so offended by what you just said. I am so offended. I don't even know where to start. Me brother Magni, once King o' Ironforge. I can't do this. This is ridiculous. Got changed into a diamond statue by a Titan ritual. He stood frozen in the belly of the city fair years. We don't say that. I just got word that he's up and around, saying he knows something about how to beat the Legion.
I think there was an A you said there and about.
Something about how to be. Is he Scottish or is he just like from like the north of England?
It's a bit of, well, that's Scottish. Sorry, all Scottish people. Oh, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, someone summoned the Legion. Oh, hell no. Look, Night Spirit, I don't know if Magni's crazier or if it's even really him. But if there's even a chance he can help us.
Yep, authentic Scottish.
I'm told he muttered the name Ulduar. That's where I'm headed. I'd be obliged if you and Khadgar were to join me.
I accept.
Is he a troll now?
We'd best get him.
To Ulduar.
Tell Brown it's time to go. Little pocket teleportation pad.
Right, I don't trust anything that Bran Bronzebeard wants me to touch. Yeah, that came out wrong. But usually something explodes. And I know exactly where we're going to continue this metaphor. But Bran Bronzebeard is a pain in the arse. He's like the Chen Stormstout of dwarves. No, not Chen Stormstout. Lord Walker Cho.
Have you taken the pad?
Yeah, I have.
Oh.
Yeah, it's phased.
Damn it! It's alright. We'll try and do it at the same time. So welcome back to Ulduar. The Speaker awaits you in the Celestial Planetarium. Please follow me. The Speaker? That's my brother Magni, ye infernal contraption.
Yeah, so this is Mimiron. He was a boss. But now, oh no, this is a caretaker. It's not Mimiron. It just looks like Mimiron. The unknown voice. So Yogg-Saron then.
Well, maybe.
Or he just summoned like Yogg-Saron monsters.
Well, the faceless ones, they some work for all the old gods. So it could be. Which is the one that we haven't had yet?
N'Zoth?
Yeah, I think N'Zoth is the big one.
Yeah, for this expansion, isn't he?
Yeah, because we had Yasharaj in Pandaria. We had Yogg-Saron in this. And we had Cthulhu in Vanilla. Oh, come on, die already.
Yeah, mine's bugged. There we go.
Mine are just not dying.
It's because you're a rogue and your DPS is poor. Banter!
I swear I haven't got my poisons on. That would help, wouldn't it?
Oh, that will help, yeah.
Yeah, that will help. I was expecting a quiet, peaceful trek through the instance.
You expect a quiet, peaceful trek through Ulduar.
Also, I find it weird that they've instanced it. They've phased it even when, like, you're in a party. I know it's like story time. I might die to this guy. This will be awkward. Yeah, you actually have to use tactics now in, like, things like quests. Apparently.
I think it's good.
Yeah. The city's defenses have been compromised. Units assigned to safeguard the Speaker are not responding to my queries. Might be the old gods aren't the only ones trying to find their way in. Indeed, I suggest we pick up the pace. Oh, they're running now. Finally. Stop the interlopers. I must know what the prisoner knows. That's Inquisitor Hazadum talking. Let's save Magni. Defeat Dreadlord Hazadum. He's not a Dreadlord, he's an Inquisitor. Something changed in between, like, concept and implementation.
They just want to use that new Inquisitor model, I think.
Yeah.
That is really cool, I really like it.
Arcane orbs, oh no!
Don't stand in those.
Oh, I literally was so close to dying then. I had 4,000 health.
Yeah, I can see. Because I can still see you're in the party with me.
So yeah, Magni, Bronzebeard, he's diamondy. Why is he diamondy, Jamie?
He is diamondy because at the start of Cataclysm, when Deathwing was kicking off and ruining everything for everybody, he did a ritual to try and find out what was going on with the planet. And the ritual was worded, "You will become one with the Earth," and interpreting that in a sort of a metaphorical sense, he thought, "Oh, I'll be able to understand what the planet's saying." No, literally, it turned him into a diamond. Although I think, judging by what he's telling us now, he has also found out a little bit about the planet.
Yeah, he seems to have had the chance to commune with Azeroth, the Titan, whilst he was like in his diamond stasis, and now he's woken up. But he's still diamondy.
Yeah, so for those who don't know or haven't read the Warcraft Companion, it's a big coffee table book. It's really awesome. Pick it up.
Chronicle.
Chronicle, that's the one. I knew it started with a C. Basically, Azeroth is a big Titan egg. The planet itself is an egg for a Titan that's living inside it. And the reason that the Titans have taken such an interest, and the reason that the Burning Legion have taken such an interest in the planet, is due to the fact that there's a Titan growing inside the planet. What this is going to mean when it hatches for the planet, I don't know. Pass. But hopefully it's more of a metaphorical egg than a literal.
I'm more worried about the giant Titan that's going to come sit on top of it.
Yeah.
Let's go inside the planetarium. So this is where the extra hard mode boss was if you did it on heroic.
Algernon the Observer, who was basically, he was left in charge of Azeroth, and if everything was to go horribly wrong with the planet, he was going to push the reset button.
It's basically like the Halo rings in Halo, or various other kind of mythical doomsday devices that decide that all life is bad, let's just destroy it and start again. Mystical planetarium that has no telescope or windows.
It's mystical, isn't it? Doesn't need those things. That's what's mystical about it.
Perfection, that which grants you free will, that allows you to persevere against all cosmically calculated odds. You prevail where the Titan's own perfect creations have failed.
So that's Algolon there, or the echo of him. He's made of stars.
What I don't understand is why they did some voice acting for him and no one else in this.
I think that was just a repetition of what he said after defeating him. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess, but still.
Yeah, it would have been cool to have this all voice acted, but expensive. But yeah, so what's basically coming up here is that after defeating the old gods, the keepers were given the task of ordering the world, and the Titans gave them 5 mighty artifacts, the pillars of creation. And they're basically going, oh, I wonder what these are. And Khadgar's saying, I think I've heard about these. And they're basically going to be the Deus Ex Machina that will come and save the day at the end of the expansion. And I'm sure the raids will involve us basically finding all 5 pieces. If there are going to be 5 raids, then that's quite a lot.
Yeah. They're basically what the expansion is about, is finding these pillars.
Yeah. So Khadgar thinks that possibly there might be some clues in the Library of Karazhan, which those of you who've watched Season 1 of Adventures in Azeroth may remember as it being a massive bastard of a dungeon. So we're going to go back there with Khadgar.
Oh, hello.
You can see a little bit of history. Oh, hello. A brief bit of interaction before we go back inside the instanced phased dungeon. Magdy's information was crucial to our efforts against the Legion, and it was good to see him again. Now to find that tome about the Pillars of Creation. Yeah,
so Khadgar was Medivh's apprentice, and I think he's now kind of looking after Karazhan. I don't know if he's living here, but he's kind of tidied it up a bit since we came in and kicked the crap out of everyone.
He does seem to know a lot about what's going on.
He did live here for a while. Yeah, and annoyingly, I can't just go and farm for the mount. First boss.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
I have an idea where to find the tome discussing the Pillars of Creation, but getting there may present some challenges. So it looks like we're in for a bit of a rough ride. Sorry, Jamie, you were going to say something?
No, I was just going to say, whereabouts are you? I'm clicked on Khadgar at the minute.
Yeah, I'm pretty much there, so it's phased again.
Yeah.
So this quest line is basically leading into the Legion patch 7.1, which is going to reintroduce Karazhan as a 5-man dungeon with 9 bosses. It's basically going to be like a 5-man raid, so apparently it's going to be fairly difficult and give you some nice gear to kind of start the expansion off with. I'm hoping it's not related to the One Night at Karazhan party expansion for Hearthstone, because whilst fun, I kind of want some actual plot, please. So the Burning Legion's power grows. We haven't time to spare. Learn the secrets of Karazhan's past. I've been away too long. I fear the tower's fallen into disrepair. Please pardon the mess.
You're an absolute pig, Khadgar.
I remember the day I arrived, so young and nervous, sent by the Kirin Tor to study under the famed mage Medivh.
Yeah, you get to see a little flashback here as well.
Flashback. Care to borrow some blinders? Other students have found them quite helpful for ignoring those distracting visions. I was not the first sent to study under Medivh. I was, however, the only one he accepted as his apprentice. Earning his trust took time. Cleaning the library wasn't a glamorous start to my career, but it taught me that to Medivh, everything was a test, preparation for a greater destiny. The last time I was here, I left behind a few safety measures. There are countless secrets within these walls, and many who would stop at nothing to learn them.
Ah, so you've met us before then, Khadgar.
Yeah. It appears my safeguards may have been altered. Keep an eye out while I open the way. Okay. It's not from the hordes of adventurers rampaging through the building. He hasn't dusted.
Like this is saving Draenor. Give them
there's still cobwebs everywhere. I will say that this questline was a lot easier on my Demon Hunter, which worries me slightly.
Yeah, Demon Hunter OP.
Yeah. The tower's defenses have been compromised. I sense the tendrils of Medivh's magic thwarting my safeguards. And a fuck ton of demons.
Oh, shit, son.
So does this mean Medivh's now working for the Burning Legion from beyond the grave?
Well, he was kind of Sargeras for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah, exactly, but then he became like good in Warcraft 3 and helped the Horde and Alliance come together. Let's give these runes a try. A hand, if you would. Read from the Guardian's Arcanum to escape to the library. I will do as soon as I see it.
I tried to fly over this when I did it on my Demon Hunter. I didn't stop to read the quest text.
Well, why should you? This book holds a spell that will take you to the library. Get going, and I'd be ready for anything.
Oh, that's cool.
Why is there a spell specifically for getting to the library in that book?
And that would have been handy to know the last time we were here.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't imagine he's like tidied his books.
The opera's still going on. Destroy the agitated tomes.
These are really cool. I like these little agitated tomes.
Yeah, I want a pet one.
Yeah.
Blizzard, make it happen.
Blizzard, agitated tome. You'll probably get it from the Karazhan dungeon.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
One of the bosses is going to be a huge book.
Yeah. Hi, Khadgar.
Oh, hey, buddy.
So now we have to reprogram the robots. I mean, we have to enchant the ritual to change the wards on the runes of the constructs.
This is the room where we fought Medivh's dad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or the ghost of Medivh's dad.
Yeah.
What we'll do is
one of the creepier moments.
We'll link the old video in the description as well.
Yeah, so you can have a look at Karazhan before it became empty.
Yeah. So that was kind of us. Sorry, we killed everything.
Sorry.
This would have been a lot. To be fair, this would have been a lot more difficult if we'd had to go into the opera event.
Yeah. So we're just gonna kill these curators whilst Khadgar finds a book. So these guys are basically the curator boss and the constructs from the further down in the library. Reactivate the sentries once I finish their adjustments. I'll reinforce the door and send the Guardians against the Legion. That will buy us time to find what we're after.
By you do all these things, you mean we'll do all these things, right, Khadgar? Yeah, cool. So we're on the same page.
Click on them and wait for a little channel. Recalibrated. I just imagine them speaking like Mecha Tassadar. Defensive calibration complete.
Force wall.
Arcane Keeper online.
Yeah, one of them's gonna chuck down a force wall and get me killed.
Yeah. As only they know how.
Tharzul. Now who's Tharzul? Is he the...
I don't know who Tharzul is. He's looking for a book now?
Well, he's not gonna find them there. Those are just painted on.
And apparently Thazul only exists in this patch, so...
Ah, fair enough. It's maybe the demon we see in the Harbingers video of Khadgar.
Yes, possibly. It could be that Nethrazim. That was a really good video. We'll also link to that in the description of the video.
Yeah, I think sort of the end of this here.
I don't know. I think it must have been another occasion, or maybe just prior to this.
Well,
Or
because he
maybe
stays
it's just-
behind and says, "I've got stuff to do."
Yeah, but in the video, in the Harbingers video, he's a lot more like serene. It's less like massive invasion. We have what we came for, but I'd be remiss if I didn't try to bolster Karazhan's defences before I leave. I owe that much to Medivh, the good man he once was, not the pawn of Sargeras he became. Get that book into Madira's hands in Dalaran. I'll join you soon, and thank you.
Yeah, no, I think he goes off and does it. He must
Okay.
go off and do it now.
I don't know. I think the tone of the initial video is very different. But
True,
who
yeah.
knows? Who knows? Jamie, come back, Jamie!
Oh, hey, buddy.
Yay! Reunited at last.
Yay!
I just had the weirdest experience. You won't
Yeah,
believe
man.
what I saw.
I was with Khadgar and Magni Bronzebeard. It was awesome.
So, do you have something for me? Let's give Madeira the book. Not long after you left, the first wave of demons struck. We're holding them at bay for now. I'll keep this tome safe until we have a chance to study it. Good work in there. I should like to delve into the libraries of Karazhan myself one day. At least, I think I would.
I'd give it a miss, love. It's not worth it.
So we're going to get some 685 gloves that have a chance to inflict arcane blast when you damage a demon.
Oh,
So that'll be fun.
yeah, that's cool.
And there we go, a little bit of pre-quest. Obviously, Blizzard are going to be drip feeding a few extra bits and pieces into the patch just before the 30th of August when the actual patch drops. But this is certainly an interesting little setup and quite a fun little quest that takes you back to some areas where you've been before.
Oh, dude, you
I'd
do not
quite
want to
like
come
it.
outside. There's a spaceship out here. That's
Where?
cool. If you just look, for me, it's just behind that
Oh
tower.
yeah.
That's really cool.
Shit, the Empire have found us. Right, well, thanks very much for joining us, guys. I hope you found that little quest intro interesting, especially if you perhaps aren't subbed at the moment and are waiting for Legion to actually drop itself. I think I'm really excited about the expansion, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more content for it.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
as we struggle to kill this Hellfire Infernal on our whimsy little original characters instead of our super elite awesome demon hunters, we wish you goodbye, and we will catch you next episode. Goodbye!
Bye.